Beetle kill pine, it's mainly in Colorado is where I was turned on to it. I have family in Colorado Springs, and so that's where I first saw the material, but it has just crazy natural color variants, and it's like destroying the forests all over the country. So what happens is a beetle attaches itself to the bark of a tree and burrows into the log, and it leaves behind a fungus that naturally stains the wood. So you'll see these crazy colors of blue and purple and gray all the way through the material, whereas pine is normally a yellowish color. So it's beautiful. I mean, it's a devastating thing that the forests are being torn apart and that it's creating forest fires, but a lot of people are using it for firewood or just throwing it away, and we just think that's a terrible thing that it's being wasted like that. So we're repurposing it with new love and his creativity. He's the artist of the family for sure. So to try to give it a new life and have it into people's homes. We carry in every board that you see in this place, we've carried in by hand. So just the two of us. You know, you don't have massive forklifts or anything. It's just him and I, one board at a time, carrying it into this place. So it's a true labor of love, this business.
When somebody walks in here and wants a kitchen table or something, then I make them pick out the slabs. You know, I want to go through the whole pile. I want them to get a feel of what they're going to get. I want them to see what the process is going to be. So that's a little bit more hands-on. A lot of people just go say, okay, I want this kitchen table made, you know, and then they just go build it. And if they're happy with it, great. If they're not, they're not. But here, I want to make sure they're happy, you know, because there's a lot of work to get it to that point.
Mm-hmm. But he's really good at the collages. You know, just taking like these tiny little pieces of wood and making either a crazy design in them or even a pattern. So.
Yeah, when it goes crazy, when the design goes crazy, I go crazy too. And
he does a little bit.
It turns out it's like, really? You did that? So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
He really gets into his projects.
Since there are no secrets in woodworking, are there is there any tips you can give our listeners for how to spot truly well-made furniture? Anything, like any techniques or things that are shortcuts that will sort of key them into something that's not very high quality?
Look at the actual finish of it. Here I do 8 coats of finish normally on the kitchen tables, which is super max. I don't only do that because the UV is real bad out here and I want it to be like awesome forever. Look at the bottom, the way it's put together. You know, kind of look at more of the parts you can't see. That's the best I can say. You know?
Yeah, look for plywood pieces.
Look for plywood pieces, the pieces that aren't supposed to be there. You know, how do they sand it? How do they put it together? You know.
Has the bottom finished or not?
Yeah, and on top of that, like the bottom parts too. Are they? You know, look at the bottom of the piece of furniture. If they ask what you're doing, just say, I want to see how they build. You know, that will tell them a lot too. The structurability of the furniture is what's going to make it last forever. So if it's not built that well, it's not going to last. It's not going to last forever. Sometimes when we're out there, we go to a lot of real rustic places. And sometimes, like right now, we have our eye on some wagon wheels. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So sometimes when we're out there, we see these things and we pick them up. And then we incorporate them into furniture. Like, you know, because reclaimed wood, the reason why it's reclaimed wood is because it's got history, you know? So when you incorporate another item as a table leg or whatever it may be, or an old bolt or whatever, then all of a sudden, that becomes part of that history.
Thank you for watching the Kerson's Antiques YouTube channel. If you own an item like this or you would like to, check us out at www.kersonsantiques.com or click the big K at the end of the episode. For more episodes like this, check out our recommended videos. Thanks.